incredible game all the way down to the finish line. Round 10 is going to be where it's decided. Wow. That's that was an interesting one, no doubt.
Yep. It was very interesting. I mean, both of them basically attracting each other. Their guesses. They're just on top of each other every single time. And even then, if they had different guesses, it was always in the middle, as you said. It was just like, okay, it appeared in the middle, or it was just triangulating, basically, like a free-side triangle that had the same sides.
They were moths around the same light every single round. As we now move on, we go in and take a look at Harrier once again, who, after the reset in the previous game between Zigzag, did end up coming out victorious. Now, up against Kirania, you can see the game is already on. We are into round number 4. And we are over towards the far east. Harrier committing all the way towards the border of North Korea.
Yeah, we do have the white car, and this coverage is pretty easy for these players, so I think both of them will end up in Vladivostok. Though it could be a bit further north, like Khabarov. Even further south.
Yeah, a bit of a hitch from Kirania. Just jumps into the water. Don't want to be too far off on that one, as damage does come through. Harrier taken down to their set at practically even. Now getting into round number 5.
And we do continue in the Baltics again, either Estonia or Lithuania here. And there is a Lithuania flag. Would you look at that?
Helps.
That definitely helps.
Is it bait?
No.
Oh.
And it says Kasinai. Could be the region.
I'll have to see.
Nice.
There's a city up ahead. You'd have to imagine there's going to be some info available up there if you can read the local language, that is, of course.
True.
Wait, was there a marker on the country map on that flag on the bottom right, or is that just a speech bubble? I'm not quite sure.
Did not look like it.
If you have the entire map with a big cross in the corner, that's like, oh, thank you, map. That's appreciated. But Harrier is hovering west side of Vilnius.
Oh, Kirania has found it, I think.
He did! You see, Harrier surprised by that one there. Solid guess on the side of Kirania. His 1400 damage does come through. Able to now separate himself coming into round number 6.
And also, it has to be said, very important games here for Kirania, because we just saw him being just 7th place and only 6 qualify in the APAC region. So any win is really vital for him. And I think he already lost the first game of today against Kansas. So he's not off to a great start. He really needs a 2-0 here to keep his chances up of qualifying.
True. Harrier going all the way up to the very western border of Yukon. We'll see if he's going to reconsider. What are you thinking about that? Yes.
Yeah, I think it's good. There are kind of like only 2 roads that come to mind, and one of them is definitely the road that is going to Dawson Creek. It shouldn't be the one he's on right now. I like the guess he had before more.
Well, Ronnie is up there with him. Going to Chicken.
He's on the Alaska side, so we have 2 different countries here, but I think the round could just be in the middle.
Yeah, very well could be. We'll see who's going to get it. This time does run out, and it is on the exact border, but Harrier quite a bit further towards the north. It's going to hurt once more, as he's now sat down to 1600 health. Got to reset mentally, got to log in. You can see him as well, a very emotional player, as he gets ready for round 7.
Yeah, I mean, you could see that his first guess was better. And we are not leaving this continent, it seems. We're back in North America yet again.
I feel like half our rounds have been in North America today.
Algorithm today is mocking it.
Also, all the Americans are still sleeping. Game.
True.
They're not here to appreciate the fact that they're being giving all these rounds. Wait until the later slot. Then you can give them all the NA rounds.
Oh, that's good though, because then they don't time and chat. This is easy. New Mexico, I live here, so...
True, I suppose. Hard to guess in for the viewers out there. Hard to guess in for the players as well, as they will both look towards North America, of course. Kirania in Missouri. Not sure if we found some text on that trailer there to send him to this exact area. Harrier still yet to even over the map.
Yeah, meanwhile, Kirania just scanning yet again. Maybe he's found a place name, or what he thought was a place name. Oh, Big hedge by Harrier in the last few seconds there. Big switch towards the east.
Oh, you can see it on his face as well. Frustration, as that's going to be game. Up to swing it wide east towards Cincinnati in the very last second, and it comes to cost him.
Yeah, and Kirania making his first step towards those important and vital 3 points.
Yes.
He really needs them. Because I think if he only goes out here with 1 point, it's basically game over with qualifying for APAC. He needs it, and we spawn into a very cool New Zealand. We are on the West Coast yet again with these signs. And it says Hokitika, George. Hokitika is a very big town on the West Coast, you see it there. South of Greymouth. And the Hokitika, George, is south of it.
Helpful.
It even says glacier, and maybe if people know that there's only like 2 glaciers, Fox Glacier and Franz Josef Glacier, maybe they can find it.
The question is, do they know where it is? Right now, it doesn't seem that way. Kirania looking lake to lake.
Kirania pretty close though.
Yeah.
Well, Harrier very far away. It has to be. He's not in the right area of the country at all.
Good thing for him, it's round 1. So even if he is going to be off by quite the margin, damage won't be enough to be fatal. See here, 10 seconds to go. They both want to spend their time here, which makes sense. It's a very beautiful location, so why wouldn't you?
Oh, you found it. You found a POI. Let's go.
There you go.
Might be a 5K.
Let's see. Kirania trying to line it up. Does he have it?
No!
Oh, not
So
quite, but
close.
what a guess. Still, though, just 600 damage to send the other way, but incredible search there in the last couple of seconds.
Also just getting the mental edge here, I think, especially after winning the first game. I think Harrier's already on the verge, really.
Feeling good.
Now he just starts this game with a guess like that.
Okay, Mallorca guess, at least hovering for Kirania. Harrier
And he locks it in.
joining him.
You do see another island there in the distance, or maybe an outcrop, so good look for that.
Definitely. Harrier up in the mountains on the east side. Kirania there alongside him, almost sat on top of one another. We'll see if they're going to be equally close. Almost. Harrier is going to be the one closer. Doing 228 damage to Kirania to kick things off, getting us into round number 3.
Nice to see that they both get the right island. Even though we didn't have a lot to work with. It was just enough, and... Toby, why are we back?
Back in the USA, we are back in the... Yeah, it's because there is in the contract that we have to go US, or at least North America.
Yeah, because we do have a
all the time.
octagonal pole here.
Mexico.
True.
That's my one meta knowledge to Mexico when we don't get actual street signs saying something about Mexican highways.
We do have like slightly red soil for my guess who was in Durango. Also, some of the trees look more northern. So I kind of like Kirania's guess right now, but we see Harrier moving up more and more right now, so...
Big question now is going to be, would you be closer if you were in Mexico City? Because that's where 90% of chat would have gone. Let's see if that's going to be the case or not. No, Harrier on point. Solid guess come through from him. And a big hit here in round number 3. Over 2,000 damage done.
Yeah, definitely getting his confidence back there in this round. Decent guess, one could say.
Oh, pretty decent. Pretty decent. Something tells me we're in Poland now. Thank you, internet domains and text.
The question is, did Harrier learn and remember Polish phone codes? We do have a phone code for 42. So maybe something he could know.
Could be. He's going down towards Krakow. Down towards the south.
I think
Hovering back
42
now
is-
towards the west.
I think 42 is literally the middle, like, watch.
Okay. Well, that's where Kirania is. Kalisz.
At least that's where I think it was. And somebody says, somebody in chat is confirming it is literally the area code of the city of the watch. So you could 5k it around by literally clicking the hedging point of the country.
Well, let's see. Harrier still committing to Krakow. So based on chat, based on you, Kirania will be the victor of this round. We'll see if that's going to be the case, or if it won't be. It is, in fact, going to be just on the southwestern side of Lodz. You can see Kirania's facial expression there going, wait a minute. This was supposed to be in Krakow, but not quite the case.
Downtown, the hedging point of the country, and nobody's going there.
Now, though, into round number 5 we are. And this one, maybe a bit more difficult. At least no signs, none of that sort to work with.
Some pretty cool coverage again. I think we're back in Mexico, judging by how it looks. Again, it looks a bit more north-ish, maybe even the same area we just saw, because we do have these same trees. But this time Harrier opts for Chihuahua. Last time we did see Kirania going Chihuahua, but the question now it's the opposite.
Yep.
The question is, does Kirania let himself get gaslit by the fact he just went Chihuahua and it was more towards Durango? This time he chooses to go Durango.
Complete flip.
They switched their guesses, really.
They do indeed. Let's see who's going to be on point this time around. Harrier feeling confident about the northern side. Kirania still 7 seconds to try and reposition, but it's going to be Harrier. Closer once again. Big distance in between the two, and that is going to be game. We are in 1-1 territory. Kirania not going to get 3 points off of this match, but could still get the 2.
Yeah. Harrier definitely did not skip his Mexico lessons. I mean, 2 guesses in 50-kilometer radius, pretty much. As we go into NMPZ, starting off with something. Looks like Argentina. Looks like Southern, because we have some pretty barren landscape here. Now the question is, who knows the roads?
Yeah. How far south do you dare to go? Is that mountains on the right side in the very distance? Or...
I was considering that. I feel like it just only looks
low clouds. Yeah.
If it is mountains, Mendoza could make a lot of sense here. As we see both of them in a similar area. It is Mendoza.
Was mountains.
So there were mountains.
Up towards the north, a little wave comes through. It's 36 damage confirmed onto Kirania. Smile on his face as well, going, oh, damn it. That was one I could have gotten a lot more out of.
I feel like both of them may be considering that there were mountains. Meanwhile, pretty easy Colombia here. Or Mexico, but I feel like Colombia is more likely with the pavement. Not much I can really explain here. And, whoa, area in Brazil, Kirania in Colombia,
Big
and
damage.
we have a lock-in.
Some might call it massive, chat. You know what that means. It's not enough to be game, regardless, but it is gonna be Colombia. Harrier, big damage come through. 5,700! Wow! There was a world where that was game, but not quite. He stays in with 218 health.
Well, you know, it's at least something to work with, and he does get another big country. We are back in Indonesia for a change.
What does Kirania do here? Does he just insta-guess to put pressure on Harrier? I feel like that's the play now when you have so much more health to work with.
I mean, the worst part is you don't want to hedge too much, because if you lose a game like this, you will hate yourself for it, especially if in Kirania's position. But you need those points so desperately.
You could still vibe guess this and be...
He's hedging the entire country.
Hedge. If he's hedging here, I feel like he should have done it earlier. But that's just me. That's just me saying it. And it is going to be him closer despite the hedge. He's going to win it. Kirania wanted the 3 points, but at least he's going to get the 2. And get himself a victory. 2-1 over Harrier.
Yeah, I mean, Harrier, impressive no-move match. Meanwhile, Kirania on point in NMPZ.
Yes.
But I feel like the Colombia round was fairly gettable. So something Harrier can work in. But it's always nice